school counselor at Littleton High School.
I'm Pam Abate. I'm a math teacher at Littleton High School.
And we are co-organizers for our financial literacy fair.
This is the third annual event, and we put it on in May. It is for the seniors, so this year it's for the class of 2025. The financial literacy fair is an experience that we're trying to create for the seniors at Littleton High School that will simulate for them the reality of their financial life when they are about 26 years old. And the reason we chose the age of 26 is it's sort of an average of when you're adulting on your own, you're out of grad school, your student loans are kicking in, and you have to get off your parents' insurance. Mm-hmm. And so we have reached out to them and asked them what career they would like. And we researched for them the average starting salary. So they received a paycheck when they walked in today, and they have to take that 1 month paycheck after taxes and circulate through the fair and record all their expenses for 1 month. That includes housing, transportation, food, lots of other things, luxuries, their cell phones.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of booths here. We have 29
Tables.
Different poster boards that you'll see around the fair, 13 different stations. And at the end, they better balance the budget.
Yes.
We have 3 adults from the community that are at the budget counseling, which is the checkout area. And if the students balance their budget or even have a little extra, they will get a ticket, and they can enter their ticket for some wonderful raffle prizes. So we're trying to give them a little incentive. We got a bike from Pedal Power in Acton. Mm-hmm. They helped us out with a bike and a helmet, and there's 2 Red Sox tickets, and there's lots of gift cards for them to shop for things they'll need at Target, maybe for their dorm room.
Or Amazon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we want them to have fun with it. And there's also, it's smack in the middle of the fair, the Wheel of Fortune and Misfortune.
Yes.
So they take a spin, and they might land on, oops,
gambling loss. They're out $200.
They also might favorably spin. Grandma's favorite?
Yep.
Grandma's favorite, $2,000.
Yep.
They might have a fender bender, and they have to pay their $300 or $500 deductible. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to make it as realistic as possible for somebody around 25, 26.
Yeah. And so the point of the fair is to make sure they're making wise choices. And if their balances, if their budgets aren't balanced, we will send them back to the different stations so that they can adjust their picks so that they get to a point where they have either money left over or they break even. And then the reality check is life hits us hard sometimes in unexpected ways. And so this is our way of preparing them for the unexpected.
And what we really want them to walk away with is a sense of what their true adulting world will be like eventually. I think it really hits them a little bit hard when they're all of a sudden like, oh, wait, I have to pay for my own cell phone plan? Mm-hmm. Oh, what, a manicure and a pedicure? That's on me now? Yes. So when they see some of the luxury items, like the cost of a pet, cost of a vacation, I think they realize that they've kind of been taken care of, right, for a long time, and now they're going to have to think about at some point soon taking care of themselves.
My name is Ronit Sinha. I put myself as an international business consultant. I just got here like 5 minutes ago, so I haven't really got to explore, but I plan on visiting the banking section, budget counseling, places I envision myself.
Definitely housing.
Any occupation that I envision myself doing within the next 5 to 10 years, I'm going to stop by, try to be a sponge and soak in all the information. Yeah, that's my plan right now.
I'm Evan Mano. I'm working as an entrepreneur, and it's good to see all the expenses we're going to have to actually pay. So it's reality. Not really, but kind of.
No,
so it's good. It's good to see.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Lindsay, and I'm at the Littleton High School Financial Literacy Fair. So far, the experience has been terrible because I make so little money and I can't afford a house, basically. But it's really good to know what my life is going to be like in the future and that I'm going to have 5 roommates. Yeah, And I thought I was going to be super rich, and now I'm going to be super broke. So it's really good.
My name's Wendy, and I'm here for the utilities booth, and we're helping the kids figure out how much money that they're going to spend on water, gas, electricity, and then also what they want to spend for internet and cable and cell phone. And it's really interesting because when they have to pay for it on their own dime, they make different choices, I can tell. So it's really funny. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Stefan August. I'm doing the financial fair right now. One thing that stuck out to me was the living, like trying to figure out like which area you're gonna live in. I chose to live by myself. I expected it to be more cheaper than having it with more like 1 to 2 people, 2 or 3 people. But I guess living by yourself is gonna be more expensive than living with multiple people. So.
I'm Dexter Crory,
My name's Evan. I'm looking to be a computer engineer.
and I'm looking to be an actor.
Something I just learned about was retirement and investing. We were talking about how we should put at least 10% of our income into retirement so that we can retire early.
10%.
Yeah.
I'm realizing there's a lot to take into account, whether it's like roommates, food, and it's a lot to handle.
Food is a lot more expensive than I expected it to be.
I'm Dylan. I'm Pam Bates' son. So I guess we have two perspectives on the budget here. He does a lot of the shopping for our family, and I did live a little bit off campus for an apartment for a year, so I had a little bit of background on shopping. I would say a lot of students, it's their first time like making a food budget, and then also since they're coming in with different budgets, a lot of people are trying to, maybe a lot of people settle on the delicious and nutritious, cooking your own meal, saving a little bit of money. Maybe some people come back here because they realize they've gone over budget. They really need to shrink down on the budget, but it's really interesting the way they're trying to think of saving money. Some people are thinking, oh, maybe I just skip breakfast. Maybe I'm eating ramen for lunch. But yeah, food's like a really important thing. Everyone has to shop for it. It's an important thing to think about.
I'd rather learn the reality of it now than have to face it later and just feel horrible. So yeah, it's definitely a help seeing this.
It's a very big help because I didn't really learn about any of this stuff like throughout regular school days. So I mean, getting to see all this now is really helpful and really nice to learn about.
I mean, where are you living? Do you have roommates or are
Yeah,
you living at home?
we were looking at like roommates a minute ago too, and how like we could split costs with like friends, and that would give us extra spending money and extra ability to spend money on other things.
I also didn't realize how much the credit score would affect it. Like the credit score saved me a lot of furniture money.
Oh yeah, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so that was like crazy.
I guess I didn't even think about how we'd have to spend a bunch of money on furniture when furnishing a house.
I'm not even done. I barely glanced at luxuries. I'm not paying for any of that.
I skipped right over it to check out everything else.
Hi, my name's Kathy, and I work at DCU in Acton. And we're here today participating in the fair because kids need to make good choices when they're choosing their banking and credit cards. They got to look for banks that are going to offer them interest rates, not charge them fees. And on credit cards, it's really important to focus on rates when you're young and not necessarily points, because a credit card that gives you points, their interest rate could be 28+% interest, and it's not going to help the kids when they're starting out.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I'm Remy.
I'm Brooke. And today we learned that life is expensive.
Especially if you're a student too.
Yep.
Grad school is expensive, and getting a master's degree.
Yeah, insurance, phones, internet,
food,
cars. We decided to all three live together, and we will take the T into Boston to limit our expenses.
No luxuries right now.
Yeah, no, we got none on our
No
budget. We
comfort.
don't get any. Maybe eventually.
Yeah, maybe. We had to cut down on nails.
No
My grandma
haircuts?
cut my hair. So I got grandma's favorite and 2000. Wish it was reality, but it's something. What about you?
I think I got I needed to pay extra taxes, so I got negative, but it's okay.
That's life sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Teddy Hunt. This has been a great experience so far. I've learned a lot, like really the hits you can take. The expenses, you don't realize it's gonna be crazy when you get to when you get into life and past school and all that, and Really, you gotta balance your loans, your savings, and it really helps to know that you should really be finding roommates when you start out. Like saving money is everything, it seems, and like you obviously want to retire early and you want to learning about the 401k and for a 403b is really great to know that it's not it all seems scary, but it's really not that bad, and it seems like it could be good. I like this whole thing. It was really nice to know, and maybe living in here as a nurse can be great because Massachusetts pays well, so I'm excited.
Hi, I'm Zach Milner. I'm Casey Keenan. Today I learned how much life costs, I guess, with health insurance, car insurance, student loans, and how quickly it all adds up each month.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much it would really cost. That's kind of it.
It was a fun experience, learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.